I'm doing a vlog. This is for my own vlog. Okay, so good morning. I'm getting ready for my underwater photo shoot. I'm just getting all my UFO awaits. Right now, I am trying to detangle this rope that I'm going to use as an anchor with the weight. I don't even use a weight belt. I just use my weights for my weight belt to weigh down my UFO. I only have one camera set up today. Usually for underwater, I only bring one camera unless I'm doing like pictures beforehand. So I have my one camera, I have my 5D Mark III, and then my setup right now is a fin, set of fins, my mask, and then my Aquatech underwater housing. To the west side to do underwater. That's where the best underwater is typically on island, except for maybe in Waikiki in town. So I'm gonna be driving up. Takes about an hour and a half. Yep. So we just finished our shoot and it was absolutely incredible. It was so beautiful. The water was clear, it was blue, it was calm. It was so much fun. My clients killed it. They were so naturally good in the water. Definitely got some great photos, but the best part was that we did see dolphins. We did not chase them. We kind of let them just kind of do their thing. And as we were taking photos, and if they got close, we tried to snag, some of them in the background. I do not think I got any photos with the dolphins in the background. They were kind of just too far away from us, but I think I got them in the video for sure. They're not super close, but that's okay. Like, it's just the fact that like my clients got to experience and got to like experience Hawaii and like, I don't know, the most like amazing way they could in the water. They had the ocean to themselves for the most part. Dolphins swam by. Like, it was just such a cool experience. But I did have to say that you'll see it in a clip, is that there was a girl legit snorkeling chasing the dolphins, and like that's such a big deal, because every time I post, every time I share any of my underwater things, I kind of have to put a disclaimer out there, like, we did not chase them. The dolphins checked us out. Like, I make sure every time I'm in the water and I'm like with my clients especially, that I'm so respectful. You gotta be respectful of the island, respectful of the animals, the sea life, everything, of the people. And so it was kind of frustrating because like we were there taking our photos. We knew dolphins were swimming by, but there's this girl that was legit chasing within like 10 feet of the dolphins, chasing behind them. So I did like, whee, her, and like kind of let her know like, hey sis, like you can't chase them. You can enjoy them. You can let them kind of swim by. You can see them, all that stuff, but you have to be respectful. You have to follow the laws. And so I just very nicely told her, like, please stop chasing them. She was like, oh, sorry. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know the rules and the laws. A lot of people want to go touch the freaking sea lion, the monk seals. They want to touch the turtles and swim with them, which is, I understand you want to see them. You want to enjoy a part of Hawaii that is just so unique. But you also have to respect the culture. You have to respect the animals. You have to respect the laws. There are laws. So I did, have to say something to her, and you'll see it in the video. But other than that, like, it was just an amazing experience. Like, to be able to see the dolphins, have them swim by, it was beautiful. My clients killed it, and which you will see, it was awesome. Okay guys, so I'm back home. I'm going through the pictures from the session. I think everything turned out beautifully. They look awesome. I'm really excited to start editing. I did actually see some dolphins in the background of a couple, which is cool. So I'm going to start by editing this image, and I always do the same thing every single time. I bump the exposure, the contrast, the texture, and the clarity. Then I will take an eyedropper and run it across their skin and their clothing to get as close to accurate skin tones as possible. After, I like to adjust the sky and the background if it's showing in the image, and get that as close to accurate as I can. Then I'll move down to the water portion and edit that and adjust the blues and the skin tones to get them as accurate as I possibly can. Then I'll add a little bit of contrast, kind of change the color tones to try to get them to be accurate blues, accurate yellows, accurate browns. This backdrop definitely had a lot of browns and yellow golden tones in the background because of the time of day. Afterwards, I pulled it into Photoshop and I'm adding a little bit of blur to the image. I decided to pull it back into Camera Raw quickly to adjust the sky one more time and adjust the skin tone again, and then I'm cropping it, adding a little bit of darkness to the background, trying to add just a little bit of depth of field. I pulled it back into Camera Raw. This time I'm editing their bodies. It's a little bit blown out highlights on their clothing, so I edited that out to be a little less bright where the white of the clothing is. I think in the end it turned out to be a really beautiful image.